Hi, guys. Welcome to episode 21 of the Six Pack Podcast. Returning, we have Kari, and we have a new challenger. Somebody entirely new with a new name that I haven't messed up in the spelling. Elthanrial, also known as Andy. Welcome back.
Good to be back.
Absolutely amazing to be back.
You guys have I only had to pay them some small bags of money in order to come back on here.
This big. Small
Yep,
bags of
yep.
money. Yeah.
Gold bars. Oh, yep.
Received it.
Thank you, Kari. Good to know that you've received your payment. That's very impressive, Shan.
I didn't do anything. She just decided this is what we're doing now.
Audio listeners, we have a cat. The cat has been present previously. We have news on the cat, but we'll wait for Shan to give us news on the cat. Shannon,
Yeah.
do you have any housekeeping?
I don't think so. I don't think we have any actual housekeeping.
All right. Kari, have you got any housekeeping from the last episode?
I was partially right. I won my
We will get to that in detail because
that.
there are some greasy wins, I think, this week.
Yeah, and I have beef because, of course, Harry reveals there was a tavern coming up. Beef. He canceled a tavern.
Yes, he did.
And-
He absolutely canceled the tavern. Yes, Kari.
And I am absolutely delighted to be here this time because we are talking about episode 42 that is, due to Douglas Adams, the answer to everything.
Yes, we are. Cool. Andy, is there anything you have before we kick off?
No, I don't think so.
Sweet. All right, let's look at episode 20 review.
Oh, I
Shannon,
forgot to look again.
have we any comments that we need to look at deeply? Usually, I don't want to mess things up here.
People gave their guesses.
Oh, yes. We've got a series of guesses for the name of Doug's
Sorry, I put
long-lost
my
love.
phone on the charger, and Adira is now rubbing her head against the phone, and so she keeps lifting it off the charger and drop it. So if you hear anything, don't worry about it.
Bang, bang, bang. Yep.
Yep.
Uh,
So Short Trek, for instance, suggested Steph Chase.
I think you had a
Yennefer.
two-part answer, right?
He had three. It was Steph Chase, Yennefer, and then a serious guess of Nissa. He also said
Good.
he would be an oak tree, but he's not a tree.
Yeah, we had a few oak oak trees.
Everybody likes an oak tree.
Yep, three, I think, 4. Cool. Well, I expect, based on what we're going to reveal today at the end of the episode, we might have a few more comments. But you'll have to listen till the end in order to figure out what that is. If nothing else, news. Do we have any news that we need to
Oh yes, plenty.
cast news or well, Natural Six
Well,
news? Do we have
little
anything?
bit of Natural Six news.
Yep,
I mean, merch is on its way out. If you
merch
didn't
has
hear.
shipped. Yes.
Yep. Holly shipped international orders yesterday, and I know because I have a screenshot of it. I got the email while I was watching Action Surge to get my notes for today. And then today was domestic orders. So they're on their way.
Yeehaw.
Oh, and update. So for for those of you who weren't at the merch party, we always have a merch party. Holly actually was there with us and told us that there were some issues with the vinyl. So she had stopped the sales of the vinyl because there were so many issues for people in the UK. For some reason, it would not ship to them. Today, Holly kind of talked a little bit about that. Shopify actually had a bunch of issues. So, sorry to Kenneth. Kenneth and I were the timekeepers, the gatekeepers, the key masters. And Holly said that nothing actually sold out. Well, a few things didn't actually sell out because Shopify kind of glitches out. She said, according to her, it doesn't seem like it can handle merch drops like that, of that like scale. So a bunch of things were marked as sold out, but we're not sold out. So she said, I don't think she's given a day yet, but she said some of those items will be going back up. The biggest one is going to be that vinyl because, again, there was an issue that was specifically held back because of the shipping issue. She didn't want people to miss out because they were having shipping issues. Plus, it gives her more time to figure out why people couldn't get the record shipped to them. And then, of course, the weird items that Shopify decided not to sell. So at some point, I'm sure she'll post when that is. I wanted to say she said maybe next week, but I could be absolutely wrong on that front.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Thank you, Holly. As always, you work very hard.
Oh, yeah.
We love you.
Going well.
You're not going to hear this, but we love you.
Well above and beyond the Call of Duty. Oh, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Shannon.
I was not. Listen, you told me two names. I won't name them because I promised. But you told me two names, and those two names were not Holly.
Well,
I'll say that much. Unless you heard otherwise.
Things may have changed.
She's going to put me on a stream. Just like Alex.
Just like Alex.
You're just like Alex.
Do we have anything else to mention?
I know we got
the
new Patreon stuff.
The new Patreon
started.
stuff is up.
Yes. Because it was only...
Alex,
we were only about a week in last time we talked.
Yeah, Alex's new audio series is suitably Alex, I would say.
I can't wait to start. I want to take notes on the Patreon stuff, which is why I haven't started it, because that's going to be a whole nother thing. But I'm very excited to start it. All of it. Like the first season stuff, the second season stuff. Like, I'm excited. I'll restart what's his name? Clax.
Mm-hmm.
I'll restart Clax for notes, even though the notes will probably make no sense upon second read. So
good. Kari, Andy, anything you think can remember? That we forgot to mention on news?
I would not know anything that would fall under
October link.
announcement. Except for Action Search is now up for everyone who is not a Patreon.
Yes.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is that the Christmas special has been filmed, and that's going to be the episode 23rd of December, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Date.
I still haven't watched last year's Christmas special.
Shame on you, Shan.
Well, to be fair, I had a lot going on that day.
You did.
I did. I quite did.
You've also had 11 months to watch it.
I haven't even watched any of the Patreon content. You want me to watch the Christmas special, too.
Aw.
I'll get to it, but it's like Christmas stuff is kind of a bummer still.
Mm.
So it's one of those things where, like, maybe I'll let myself watch it, but, like, things were kind of escalating very quickly on Christmas Eve, and I could not join the watch party, and I have to watch a lot of the bonus stuff, to be honest. I didn't want to watch the Altars game because I hadn't played the Altars, and I didn't, I wanted to play the Altars before I watched the Altars
Watch the one shot.
And the Dragonborn one, I still haven't watched. So there's like a lot of like side content I just haven't had time to get to yet. And maybe one day I will actually get some time to do it.
You're allowed. All right. Then cast news. I will ask us to be brief on the Game Awards because I think we have lots of opinions on how the selection process was done. But we got Ben for performer, and I think that's it from the Natural Six crew, right? Alex unfortunately did not make it in on performer. But Golden Joysticks will be this week. In fact, in a couple days on Thursday evening. So that'll be cool. But yeah, unfortunate for Alex. But the Alters did get nominated for Sim. I think I want to say Sim.
Yeah,
and
Yeah,
for-
it was Sim.
Sim/strategy. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sim/strategy.
So that's good. And yeah, Expedition 33 is nominated in literally every category, I think. Apart from sports/racing, probably.
Yeah, and multiplayer and
Yeah, and multiplayer. Yeah.
and
Community.
esport team.
Ongoing game.
Family.
And, yeah. And not esports game. Yeah. I don't know if there's anything else cast-wise. Shen, is this the moment where you want to use your prop?
Oh, well, yeah. So,
Or one of many moments where you might use your prop?
yeah, I think this is the best one because it's technically a cast news, and it's relevant to Benjamin, which, by the way, I thought my congratulations message was really funny and hardly anyone reacted to it because I just went, congratulations. Well, congratulations, Benjamin. And then everyone, I was like, kind of a given, but I kind of hated it at the same time. Long story. Anyway, yeah, so a couple weeks ago, there was a tweet about a calendar that was being sold for with money going to charity, and that was the Balatro calendar featuring Jimbo. So let me switch so I can see myself. I know I hate looking at myself. So it's hard to see, but this is it. The Balatro 2026 wall calendar featuring Ben Starr as Jimbo, which is what it says over here. It's pretty good. He's basically like recreating different Jimbo cards, which I thought was funny because at first I was like, oh, it's Jimbo being silly, and I was like, oh wait, these are Joker cards from Balatro. So there's some pretty funny ones. The one that's particularly timely is him as a mime. Very particularly timely. But yeah, there's some really silly pictures on here. Can't wait to use this. I'll probably put it like by the desk here and put my like nerd relevant things on it because I don't really use calendars. But I was like, oh, it's funny and the money goes to charity. So just like my mom's birthday gift, it's funny and the money goes to charity.
It's we look forward to seeing you with the marking out in January.
Yeah, I definitely will. Yeah.
Cool. Anything else, guys? Anything else happen in Natural Six cast?
Oh wait, you know what? Hold on.
world?
There's another game award that Alex is nominated in. Hold on. I saw it and then completely forgot to mention it because I was like, I sent it to my friend and said, well, look, it is possible to expand your acting category. So let me see here. It's the Grand Game Awards.
Oh, okay. Different
Different one.
program altogether, yeah.
Yep. Let me pull up their nominees. I'm on their website right now. Sorry, it's taking me a second because I'm like fighting with it. Oh, you have to vote to see the nominees? No, next category. But they have like 10 performers. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, this is voice actor of the year. Oh, that's nice that they have. Okay, they have best supporting. That's crazy. So, oh wow, that's crazy. Sorry, I'm just looking at who's nominated, and like Troy Baker is nominated for Death Stranding, Kirsty Ryder for Lune, Andy Serkis for Renoir.
Oh, okay. So yeah, a much wider cross section of people.
So
Cool.
best performance. You have Jennifer and Ben,
Mhm.
but Alex is also nominated for the
Excellent.
altars. And I'll just link that so you guys can look at it whenever you want. But it is there. And congratulations, Alex, on your nomination. Congratulations, Ben, on your nomination. Yeah. Yay.
Sweet. And Tactics was also nominated for best strategy, maybe?
Best strategy sim, yes.
Sim/strategy.
It is up against the altars.
You got Harry and Ben in that one as well, of course.
Yeah.
Cool. Any other cast news, guys,
No, I think that's it.
that we can remember?
Not that I'm aware of, to be fair.
All right. Then let's move swiftly on to doing lately. Andy, what have you been up to, buddy?
Well, I've been playing a lot of the altars actually. I've dipped back into a little bit of Expedition 33, but trying to finish off the altars before I get too heavily into Expedition 33, and been struggling a bit in Act 2 because my computer just literally can't cope when there's so many altars, and if any of them then decide they want to talk to me, it just goes grinds to a halt. So I've been looking at ways around that and struggling. But I think I can almost finish Act 2 next time I play it. But yeah, it's a good game. Enjoying it, but
It is a good one. It is a good one. Cool. Anything else?
just new job stuff.
New job stuff,
Lots of inductions and things to do.
training,
Yep.
any D&D?
Yeah, usual weekly group on Sundays. Actually finished the OG campaign since the last time we spoke on this podcast. And last month started Pathfinder with that group, but me as a player. So
Cool.
yeah, the OG, the Sunday group is still picking up every single breadcrumb that I drop, and are determined to find about every bit of lore about my world that I never previously had written down. I had ideas about, but never like officially.
When your players force you to world build on the fly?
Yeah, it's good. And
Yeah.
and backstories that actually are meaningful and link into real world events and stuff. So yeah.
Excellent. Cool. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Excellent. Carrie, what you been up to?
Well, last time I already talked about it. I'm playing Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm almost done with the main campaign. After that comes Trespasser, but I'm about. I just had like the big temple towards the end. I'm about to show Corpheus what I think about false gods. And work, of course, because work is always around and we never run out of it. And we're playing currently D&D in two as well in a Sunday seating. Every Sunday we're playing currently, where I am just leveled up to level 3, so I'm now an arcane trickster.
Oh, nice.
And my brother almost died last session. My character's brother. That was traumatic.
Your in-game brother.
Yes. My in-game brother almost died, and my character didn't think that funny. Though he's an artificer, so I understand why the monster would attack him. Yeah. And while you're saying it, a group of my friends are starting a Pathfinder campaign as well, and I start as an Angel Fire Apostle.
Nice.
I'm going to heal the crap out of them. But yeah, besides that, I mean, I did give my vote to the Game Awards. I will give my votes to the other Game Awards Shannon just mentioned, but that will be after this episode here. And then we'll... Yeah. That was more or less my week.
Very cool. Excellent. Shannon.
Yeah. Okay, dear. So let's see. Yeah, we had the merch party. That was fun. Hopefully everybody got what they wanted and Mark didn't buy all the codes. He did finally get his code. I was like, thank God. But I was disappointed to see you get 5 downloads per code, so he can't be stopped. But yeah, I was excited. I got some merch this time, including merch I probably shouldn't have got. But I'm excited anyway. I haven't really played any games because my sister has been staying at the house more, so it's been really hard to game. And I could have been playing more tactics, and it made me kind of sad, but I just been really busy. But I played like a little bit of 14 yesterday, and that was nice because I missed playing 14. Speaking of 14, I went to a cup sleeve event up in Brooklyn Saturday. Drove up, parallel parked in Brooklyn. I was really proud of myself. And it was really fun. We met a lot of people. I knew some like fan artists and streamers that were like working the event. I had a really good strawberry matcha, and I had my cute little cup sleeve. So like that was super fun. I had a really good time. I brought my friend who does not play Final Fantasy 14, and had to explain a lot of stuff, but I could tell she was still having a lot of fun, especially when we did the raffle and we turned it into the outside versus the inside. And we were on the outside, obviously. So like we just kept joking about how they were like the property landowners or whatever because they were inside, but we were outside having more fun, even though it was cold. But yeah, it was a goofy fun time. And it was my birthday last week. I didn't really do anything.
Level up.
I did. I just, took the day off, stayed home. I was hoping to have an extra day off. That didn't pan out. And I wish I had it because work was awful last week. I got called things I never thought I'd get called at work. So, but it was fun anyway. I had a decent day. It was pretty good. Let's see. Game Awards. Obviously, I streamed the nominations yesterday for the server. And it was literally like, because it was in alphabetical order, I just kept saying Claire Obscure every time they pulled up a category, and I was usually right. And it was really silly, fun time. We just kept laughing. It just kept going. Obviously, when we got to performance, I won't go into it because I've gone into it too many times this week. But obviously we were thrilled to see Ben nominated. It shouldn't have been his first, but hey, whatever. But we're pretty stoked, bummed not to see Alex, but that's Jeff Keighley for you. Yeah, so that was fun, and I'm excited to hang out for the Golden Joysticks this week and the Game Awards in a little under a month. I took off so I can hang out and watch it with everyone. Yeah, and then this weekend I'm driving up to Connecticut for a wedding for someone I met because of Final Fantasy 14. So yeah, that's it. That's all I think I have. I was saying before the show I don't actually remember what I did over the last 2 weeks.
For full clarity, not Shen's wedding.
No, not my wedding. I don't live in Connecticut, so I would not get married there. But I'm driving up Friday, visiting my friend and her dogs, and then going into the actual city that the wedding is in and staying there for the rest of the weekend. I'll be back Monday.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And the Red Cup Day was last week?
It was Thursday.
Yeah.
Last Thursday, yeah. That's the day I was called a name.
That we won't repeat.
It wasn't a bad name, but it was definitely like, really?
Uncalled for.
Yeah. Oh, I yelled at her too on the phone. I didn't even care. I was like, fire me. I don't give a shit. Sorry. Fire me. Because someone called me a moron over the phone because of their own mistake. And I was expected to just take that. And I told her, yeah, no, you won't speak to me that way. And my manager reached his hand out because he could hear me yelling at her. And I said, here, I'll give you to my manager. And then my manager didn't even take me off the floor to get a breather, so I had to work while crying. So I had a great time. My birthday week, I had a great time. But yeah, so be nice to your baristas. What's wrong with you? Anyway,
Especially over the phone.
especially over the phone. And it
Cost you
turns
very
out we
little.
didn't. Yeah, it costs you so little. And like, I was being so polite. I thought we were having a good conversation, you know? So here's a little peek behind the curtain, right? If you order through a mobile app of any kind, delivery, Starbucks, whatever, we actually can't access the app. They took away our ability to access any part of Uber Eats now. So we have no way to access any of that, okay? So if you make a mistake or something goes wrong in your order, we actually can't really do much about it unless you send your dasher back to us or you come into the store. There's not much we can do. And so, this woman calls me like, you guys sent me the wrong drink. And I'm thinking, things are crazy because it's Red Cup Day. So I was like, I'm so sorry. No, what happened? I don't know what happened. It's a little crazy in here today. Here's what you can do. I'm like, send your dasher back because he apparently was right in front of her. And she didn't hear that part. She only heard me go, or you go into the app and reorder it, and they'll send us a new ticket and a new dasher for you. And so she said something else. I was like, no, I'm sorry. I can't access the app. I don't know what happened. But yeah, if you send the dasher back or give us, and I got it's my responsibility to fix it because you morons can't do your jobs right. And that's when I yelled at her in front of a whole room of people because, frankly, I'd had enough of last week. I had enough. So yeah, told her off. My manager talked to her, looked it up. Her name wasn't even in our list of orders for the day. Now I think it deletes orders after a little while. My manager insists that's not true, but he thinks she called the wrong store. So all that, and you were yelling at the wrong barista.
We're yelling at people who had nothing to do with your order at all.
Yeah, and I didn't either. I was on food, so like I never even touched her order. So coming at me when I have no idea what you're talking about in the first place, Carolyn, is a little bit crazy. But yeah, and I had people hanging up on me too, because they think we can cancel their order on the app. I can't. Whoever told you that is wrong. But yeah, people were just incredibly rude, impatient, and it's like, Starbucks does this every year. Don't know what to tell you. But
it's a busy time, man.
It's that time. So.
Well, be nice to your baristas.
Be nice to your baristas, please. We are overworked and underpaid. Please be nice to us.
Yep. Am I right? Am I right in remembering, Carrie, that you used to work at Starbucks too, or is that
That's Pat.
That's Pat.
Pat.
That's Pat.
Mm-hmm.
Pat worked at Starbucks, but
Yeah.
she has a lot of horror stories.
Yeah, and it's only gotten worse since COVID, like everything else has.
Be
Yes,
nice
I
to the food service people that you deal with.
We don't get an appreciation
They're
week.
not.
Unlike the people who insist on free things from me on their appreciation week, we don't get one.
Try to be nice.
Yeah, be nice.
It doesn't cost you much.
No, I have to do it for $20 an hour.
It's free.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
It's free.
I get paid more than that.
It's free to be nice to the people who work in the food service industry. I have been doing work travel. I am now back. I have 2 more trips to London before the end of the year.
Ugh.
Yay.
Ugh.
Yeah. Other than that, I have been racing a bit to get through the content. I think I had 7
racing.
racing a bit to get through the content. I think we had 8 hours of content this week, with Action Surge, the episode, the BTS, the etc. So try to get through all of that before today, and managed to get in a little bit of Dispatch. So I finished it up. The last 2 episodes went live on Wednesday, I want to say, this past week. So managed to finish that up over the weekend. Very fun time. Can recommend it. If you like that kind of story focused, very narrative heavy, more gameplay, I would say, than a kind of classic Telltale kind of choose your own adventure game. But yeah, very good performances, very cool animation, nice gameplay, good length, probably about, depending on how quick you are, 6.5, 7 hours maybe to finish it, 8 if you're on a push. So nice game to just kind of, hour and a half, few nights, and you're done, which is very different than I think a lot of the games that some of us are playing that are like 50, 60, 70 hours a pop. No, I wasn't looking at you, Kari. I think we're all into those games, and I need to get back to Tactics before the end of the year, because I want to finish it here before Christmas rolls around.
It is hard.
It can be, yes.
I underestimated if I was ready or not
and
for
it
this
does
game,
not,
and I'm not ready for this game.
and it does not hold your hand at
No.
all. You can really screw yourself over.
Yeah.
But
I will be one of those people who gets locked out 100%.
yeah, who
I can tell.
cripples their character or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I already lost one of my chemists, and so now I'm trying to level her up back to the same level as everybody else, and that's crazy because like everybody else is like level 4 or 5, and she's level 1, and it's like she's gonna die all the time.
Yeah, the mechanics of how the random encounters work in the remaster versus the kind of various other iterations of the game is slightly different, which can make can make that kind of tricky to do.
Yeah.
But it is rewarding to learn, because once you kind of get a rhythm, it's really quite fun and rewarding. But yeah, my regular vampire group has decided that they want to run Daggerheart, or want me to run Daggerheart.
They want to run Daggerheart.
They want to run Daggerheart, which means they want me to run Daggerheart. I don't know what I think about that yet, because I have not paid attention to it at all. So I need to spend some money, I guess, and get some of the source books and stuff like that. But
I think the early ones were for a whole while for free. I would have to check. I might have some books where you can at least look into like the first rules or something.
Aha, okay.
I would have to check. I had it somewhere, some of the rules.
Cool. Yeah, I was actually curious to ask Andy if he's looked into it at all. But
I've only dipped in, as Kari said, on the free rules bit, which I can't remember if I've got access to anymore. I've not actually played it.
Neither did I. But I was curious, and as I saw that there are no healers in that setting, in that game, I was like, okay, that is a game I won't play, because I like living.
Yeah. So maybe I'll be asking for some source books for Christmas. I don't know. It'll be springtime probably before we finish what we're into right now. But cool. And that campaign's been going like, I don't know, 5-6 years now. So I don't know why now we decided we're gonna pivot game systems, but I don't know.
Whatever.
Is what it is. Cool. No art showcase today, I'm afraid, mostly because I've been delinquent in organizing everything for that. But I think we're ready to get right into episode 42, unless we got anything else.
I mean, I forgot to talk about my new dice.
Do you want to demonstrate?
I mean, it's hard to demonstrate on a camera, but I was going to talk about the Geeky Clean stuff, which smells amazing, and it's great. And I got my dice. You probably can't see it, and I can't see myself. I'll try and get, like, a good picture in front of a light, but they're really cool. Let me get my D6, because that one's kind of cool, because you can see how the glitter settled, if you can see it. Let me see if you can see it. So see how it's clear with that smoke at the top?
Towards the top, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like very dark and glittery. It's very pretty. The dice bomb was really fun. I did a foot bath while I took my did my timestamps for Holly. And it was very, very cool. It smelled amazing, but I overestimated how much water I needed in the foot bath, and it did foam over a little bit. But it smells really good. My feet were a little bit gray purple when I was done. Nothing a bit of soap can't fix. But I highly recommend them. I haven't tried any of the other ones because I don't want to use them all at once and have to order more immediately. Because for me, that's quite a different process since I'm not in the UK. But I wanted to do my dice. They still smell like grapefruit, which is what the dice bomb, the Reliquiae dice bomb smells like. And another bit of small news, Holly said they were talking to them about making the bomb itself, not the dice, but the bomb itself, another, like a permanent edition as a normal dice bomb. Bath bomb, dice bomb. They're shaped like a D20, so I keep calling them dice bombs. All of them, even the ones with no dice. Shower steamer also great. So those are quick reviews because I accidentally forgot and I don't want to take up any more time. But it smells great so far. If you're on the fence, do it. The dice are beautiful and they smell good.
Excellent. I'm waiting for mine still. Andy, did you
cute
order
little dice
any Geeky Clean items?
I did not. Don't have a bath, and my shower is not in a ventilated place.
Yeah.
I have the shower steamers. Last time we had that funny story that they got flagged by TSR.
Yes.
And I tried them out, and they smell really good.
They smell really good. Very spicy.
I didn't have the time for the bath bomb yet.
I remember you saying that you got the shower steamers, Carrie, but yeah, you've now tested them.
Yeah, the shower steamers I tested. I had the time for those. Because I shower a lot. Leave that alone. But yeah, I didn't have the time to check on the bath bomb yet.
Yeah. I used it after Red Cup Day.
Ooh.
I saved the shower steamer for after Red Cup Day so that I could like relax with the nice spicy smell of the shower steamer.
Consume the vibes. Yep.
Yeah, just vibe. And the bathroom smelled like the spice for a minute, like a goodly minute, like maybe into the next day even. So it was nice. Like my bathroom smelled nice too.
Excellent. Did you get the dice bomb then, Carrie, or did you get something else?
I did get the dice bomb as well because I wanted the dice.
Yes, we want the dice.
Since we have established that you do not have enough dice.
I don't think anybody does.
I don't understand the sentence.
There's never enough dice.
Dice does not exist.
I don't even play that much, like any tabletop, and I still want more dice. All I want, dice. Merry Christmas, dice. More dice. All dice. Oops, all dice.
They are nice, those dice.
I'll get you guys a really good picture when we're all done.
All right. Cool. And Andy, what merch items did you get at MCM?
For the hoodie,
Mm-hmm.
the dice tray.
Ooh, did I stray?
Which one? Ooh, yes.
The black one.
The sold out black
Nice.
one. They didn't even make the merch drop.
Probably can't see it properly, but the pin is hanging up
Oh, cute.
Ooh.
right behind me. Plus the 3 signed pictures. Then the other thing that Harry wrote for me on my D&D notebook, which Doc saw at least on the day, but
Oh, cute. Like a whole. Aww.
don't know if it actually.
That is
It's
Absolutely.
showing up
It
very
comes
slowly.
through very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
The
Oh.
web is wide.
It is
I-
indeed.
I said to myself, if I finish this notebook and get to see them again, I'd love to have them send my notes notebook. That I took all my notes in. Yeah, that's why I'm hoping we get to 50 by the time I finish this notebook, because then it's 25 to 50. Because it started with 25.
Sweet. All right. Episode 42. Spoliers are up.
Spoliers.
Let's review our predictions from last episode. All right, we got our names.
Oh, do you want me? I'll do the colors if you want. I've got it
Sure.
open.
Do it. Andy, can't remember, what did you put for your name?
Oh, for Doug's paramour.
Yes.
Matilda
Oh, Matilda. That's right.
or Shania, if he's going on a singer-songwriter name.
Did you
All right.
spell like the Twain?
Yes, obviously.
Thank you. I just wanted to make sure.
All right. Well, we've got that locked in for future review. All right. Cool. All right, Shan. The gloam had nothing to do with the burning down the buildings.
That's so greasy.
It is very greasy. I think that's orange for sure, that one.
Okay.
Um
Do we do highlight or do we do text?
I think I've been doing highlight, but you can do whatever you like.
I
Either
mean,
or
they
works.
didn't set the houses on fire, but
But it was burned to
was
keep them from getting it.
because of them.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's very greasy.
It's a greasy win, that one. Yep. Unfortunately, Shannon Radian did not have a trance dream. Sadly. Nor did Dolly get shot with any arrows, despite in fact nobody got shot with any arrows.
No.
No arrows were even shot. Oh no, that's not
Arrows.
true.
That's not true.
One.
A couple of birds got shot.
Yes.
But technically,
In fact-
you could call them bolts from the crossbow rather than arrows. So your statement about no arrows being shot is correct.
Yes. We have our rules lawyer. He is here. Thank you very much, Andy.
That's fine. I can't do it, so somebody has to.
Ulta just
I do
stubby,
have my
thicker
manual here.
arrows.
I do have it nearby, but I don't know it, so can't rules lawyer unless Doc
yes.
asks me to.
We have a fellow who's at our table whose name is Frank, and I regularly have to state that those are semantics, Frank. I think the difference between a bolt and an arrow, semantics. But I'm sure I'm going to get nasty messages in the comments now.
I mean,
from all
technically
of
there
the
is a difference.
medieval.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say an
shorter
arrow is very different
reenactment
from a
folks.
bolt. Yeah.
But regardless,
We're not here for them.
Dolly was not shot with either of those things.
No.
Kari, Radian will mess with people. Boy, did he mess with people.
Yep.
So, I mean, this could not be more green.
It's funny too, because like the way he did it wasn't even like because he wanted to mess with them. He was asking a genuine question, but he was so hungover that he just did it like he annoyed them the hell out of them with the
literally-
genuine questions.
Literally the most obnoxious way to ask the question. Yes.
It's
And-
so awful.
Being like, this woman is going to die and it will be your fault. It's like,
Yeah.
Upon listening to Action Surge, I was like, you know what? I get what he's trying to say,
yeah.
but boy, oh boy, the delivery could use some work.
Yeah. And I mean, literally, it was a stupid decision to stay behind. They could have put her onto like a cart and like got her like pulled in like in blankets and got her to the next
Yes.
village.
Yeah.
Yes.
I understand why they didn't. But boy, Radiant.
I'm sure we will get into it in more in greater detail.
And I even draw him making snow angels.
Make snow
in this.
angels. Yes, there was a very cool
Seeing him making
picture
snow angels.
or drawing from Martina in the fan art channel of Radiant.
The camera caught me doing something very stupid. And I'm
all right.
sad.
Okay. Shannon,
Yeah.
we are gonna go to the screen share.
Okay.
We do not have a dress watch, but boy, do we have a t-shirt roll,
Oh my
sleeve
goodness,
roll up
yeah.
watch here.
Yeah, everybody had their sleeves rolled up.
So Holly's
I mean,
got
even the long sleeve shirts. I see one long sleeve shirt with the sleeves rolled up.
in fact, every set of sleeves here is rolled up. Although maybe Doug's aren't rolled up.
I don't think
I think it's a
Doug's
polo.
are.
They are
They
a bit-
are
polo.
pushed up a little bit.
They're certainly pushed
He's not
up,
showing
yes.
enough forearm. It's just wrist.
But Alex's
and
sleeves are definitely rolled up. Yeah.
And we can't tell if Harry's sleeves are rolled up.
If we had a different shot, we'd be able to tell. But he's too busy saying that, for the women.
Yes, I selected this
Ben too.
I selected this particular screenshot for good reason.
For the women.
Yeah. Ben's got his t-shirts. I don't know what is it about rolling t-shirt sleeves up.
Okay, so I know in some aspects, so there's a couple reasons why. Number one, sometimes it looks better on you when you roll the sleeves up, especially if you're in a shirt that's slightly oversized. Women have this problem with like unisex shirts.
Yeah.
So a lot of times they'll roll the sleeves up. I actually peek behind my curtain here. I listen to like ASMR videos, and one of the cool ones I found was actually someone helping someone dress for their body shape. And one thing she talked about was because of like the shape of your arms and stuff, rolling up your t-shirt sleeves a little bit actually is very flattering and makes your t-shirt look better and more fitted on you. So that's typically why you'll see women do it, because like oftentimes our sleeves look crazy, especially if a shirt is a little big on us. Ben maybe just wants to show off his biceps, and you know what? Let him do it. He might as well.
I mean, we had the gun show from Alex last time.
Yeah.
So.
And Ben
Yeah.
didn't have to take his shirt off for the gun show this time. So you know what? Alex gets one, Ben gets one. That's
It's
it. Now
all
we
good.
need Doug.
It's all good.
Doug. Just kidding. I love
yeah.
him.
So yeah, we got all the sleeves rolled up.
Everybody.
Andy, who's doing the best sleeves roll here?
Holly, I think.
All right. Kari.
Holly.
Holly as well.
I vote for Holly.
Shannon.
It's tough because Aoife's a strong contender here.
Yep.
The women's are the best. Ben needs to go a little higher, I think. So I can't. His are just too low. Yeah, I'll go Holly, but Aoife, it's I can't choose between the two of them because they both did it very well and very flattering. So it's really hard to choose.
All right.
Actually, you know what? I'll go with Aoife because everyone else said Holly. But obviously Holly, I love you. But yeah, no, it cannot be the men. They're not doing it well enough for my
All right,
tastes.
I'm gonna go with Ben just because there's something about the fact that both Holly and Aoife seem uneven. Whether that's just the way they are sitting.
I was wondering if
Uh,
Holly's looks a smidge.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with Ben.
Ben and his "Can I lick it" shirt.
And it is a can I
It's
lick
a
it?
periodic table of most things you absolutely cannot lick.
Yeah. Or that you should not. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Definitely.
wouldn't recommend it.
Definitely. All right. Cool.
Oh, she's on my notes.
I
She's on my
had a
notes.
series of high level concepts in the notes here. We did not have to go with the order I have. But since we already opened the Pandora's box, let's just start there. Of our good friend Wood Elf, Eladrin, whatever, Mr. Radiant Thornbear just being absolutely insufferable basically the whole episode. How are we feeling, guys?
I love it.
I think it's a symptom of how the whole episode played out that it became so much more than it really needed to be in many respects for Radiant. Because I think he quite easily would have just cut it short had they found a way to move on quickly from that hamlet. And then,
Yeah.
you know, had we had what Harry said in the action surges, what he ended up cancelling the Riverside Tavern, we might have had a different version of Radiant at that point. But yeah, I think it was one of those episodes I was sitting there as a DM thinking, I'm not sure I would have let this carry on as long as it did. I would have tried to prompt them to move on or do something a little different to change the narrative a little bit earlier than happened. But it was still, enjoyable episode and fun to watch. There's nothing
Definitely.
bad about what happened. It's just different conflicting styles, doesn't it?
Definitely. I would say kind of on the same wavelength as you, not from a DM perspective, but from a player perspective. It's great that they're all really good friends now and that they can kind of push each other's buttons a little bit, right?
Yeah.
But I did it was like, I'm not sure I would be taking that at the table as another player all that particularly well. It's a testament to this group that you can have one member of the group being kind of insufferable, right? And not get kind of annoyed, right? Or not get annoyed at the player for the character being annoying, basically.
Yeah.
So, and very difficult to move, right? Like he had his position and there was no dissuading him or moving him from that position. A bit in a sense, the way we had Holly and Elwyn a couple episodes ago, right? Where it's like, I have my position, you will not dissuade me, right?
Dolly's
at
had
least-
it before as well.
Yeah, or at least you haven't said anything yet to dissuade me, right? So I think we got maybe a little insight in the action surge about why Ben was so particular about his kind of, I guess, general malcontent with the situation. Yeah. Probably not that much else to say on it, really.
Yeah. We kind of touched on it earlier. It's kind of right kind of thought process and things to say, but absolutely the wrong way of delivering it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he did try to help, but the man can't roll to save his life.
Yeah.
Because when he went to go try and find a cart to at least do something,
He broke it.
he broke it.
He not won, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
rolled a
why
nat
it broke. Because, like,
Yeah.
he was like, I'm not looking for anything, but can I find anything?
Mhm.
And because he rolled a 1, Harry said, yeah, you found it, but you also broke it.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of the insistent, like, there was a lot of insistence from Radiant in this episode. There was the, like, you guys, like, could have left and now you're in this position and she could die and that's your fault, which, yeah, I mean, yeah. But there's also, like, how he didn't want to take Archie. And, you know, as someone who just, like, had their dad died, I could have missed that for any of the various reasons. Like, I wasn't home for my birthday and I felt really bad about that because I was like, could have been home for my last birthday with my dad and I wasn't. And it's like, yeah, Archie would probably regret for the rest of his life that he wouldn't be with his mom if she passed away because he was trying to get something for her. And, you know, Radiant was the only one who thought it was a bad idea. And Harry said, like, actually, no, it really was a bad idea. Because there's no guarantee he even would have made it back at all, let alone made it back very quickly, because he's not, it was illustrated with the scenes with Kel and I, that he's not really equipped for travel in the winter, and he's not well enough because he hasn't been eating.
Yeah.
So, like, Radiant had the right idea of it, and maybe he wasn't very good at, like, convincing anybody of, like, why he was so gung-ho about it, even though, like, I kind of got it, but, like, definitely hearing Ben, like, retread the argument, it made a lot more sense. It's like, yeah, like, obviously it's a worse idea to take him away from his mother when you have no guarantee that he's gonna, like, make it back to see her alive again. He could regret that for, like, the rest of his life. Like, I could have been with my mother and then left with my dad, and I didn't. And, you know, it's like, God forbid, if he made it back with the medicine, she was already gone. Like, that would have been horrible to put somebody that young through. Like, he's not a kid, but he's still young enough. Like, he's still a teenager.
Yeah. I think the only problem I have with that calculus, Shan,
Yeah.
is I think you have the problem of the reverse
Right.
of, oh,
Yeah, if he didn't try, yeah.
These adventurers came through. They offered to take me, and I wasn't brave, and then I wasn't brave enough to go with them, and I could have got the medicine that did save my mother, right? So it's it's one of these, like, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of situations.
Yeah, I just think sometimes Radiant gets villainized despite having the right idea because he doesn't come across well enough with it.
Yeah.
And it's like, again, as, like, you know, my own perspective, I understood it and I was like, yeah, fair enough. Like, you know, no matter what, he's getting set up for a situation where he's coming home to no mother. And it's like, you know, because, like, how long would it have even taken for him to get back? Because they weren't going to go back with him. Though Doug did say, oh, I could have been a horse and he could have ridden me back. Which,
I mean,
yeah, he could have.
there's all sorts of woulda, coulda, shouldas in that, right? I think the other part of this as well, and maybe this gets to our the second thing I've got on the list, is when you as a DM set up a situation like that, and your assumption is that it's blindingly obvious to the players about what you should do, right? And one of your players does not get the cue, right? And Kari?
Oh,
Andy?
you have no idea.
I am keenly aware that all of us,
Yeah.
I'm sure, in our DM times have had that situation where you set it all up and you're like, this is going to be a 5-minute thing. They're going to go here, they're going to recognize this, they're going to do this, and they're going to move on, right? And you've got a whole, 3-hour session planned, and what do? They go to the thing and they literally cannot see the thing that is a meter in front of them. And in this particular case, it took all of the way till the half episode break for them to step away from the table, for Doug to ask the question of Harry in the hallway, and we heard this in the action surge lesser
Lesser restoration.
restoration. And Andy,
So
what
the only
is
thing
the problem with lesser restoration?
there's a couple of things that I think are pertinent. It's the DM's kind of discretion on what they class as a disease versus a poison
Mm-hmm.
in the first place, and in a high fantasy kind of setting, it's almost difficult to even say that there's disease in the world when you can just go to a cleric and
Mm-hmm.
get some healing, and it's so it's difficult to make it as realistic as we would think about it in our terms, and it's changed so much over the editions that I do have a breakdown from which AI helped me compile. Sorry to say, I didn't actually do this hard work myself, but it was split out between cure disease and neutralize poison from the very early editions. So they had a clear kind of distinction.
Yep.
And a lot of the early editions had a kind of save versus this, or have a very serious repercussion, like you might die in 1d4 days if you don't get serious medical attention, kind of
Yep.
type things. And it wasn't even until third edition that paladins got the ability to do anything about poisons or disease through lay on hands.
Lay on hands. Yep.
Fourth edition went completely off piste in terms of what we recognise.
It's the edition we don't talk about, so
Yeah.
you can go to fifth.
So the fifth edition 2014 rules, lesser restoration. It says most mundane diseases can be ended instantly with lesser restoration,
Yep.
or a small portion of paladins lay on hands. Higher, more potent diseases might require remove curse or greater restoration. So that's things like mummy rot and other things that
Mhm.
would have previously been a save or die kind of thing in the previous editions. Neutralized poison basically got subsumed into lesser restoration as well at this point. And there's protection from poison that can end a poisoned condition. So, yeah, in my mind, it kind of depends on the DM's definition of what those are.
Yep.
But then it became unnecessarily complicated when instead of simplifying it, like what's he tried to do with the 24 version, they just didn't include, or they didn't explicitly tell you enough that that's what their intention was. It was just to combine diseases and other such ailments into this kind of catch-all poisoned condition, and then
The other
restoration can.
The other thing is, I think, at least for 2024, what I was reading is that diseases are effectively gone entirely mechanically, or at least as specified in the rules, right?
Yeah, there's no
to your
mechanical
point.
category for it
Yeah.
now. Yeah,
Whereas there was previously.
yeah.
And maybe I'll ask this question, AMA. Is the frequency... We really haven't had, despite this being a high fantasy setting, as you're saying, Andy, we haven't had a lot of magical people around as the cast and as the players have been moving through the world, right? It's not like, oh, you go to this town and there's a cleric, and you go to this town and there's a cleric. Like, that hasn't been the pattern. So maybe I will ask the AMA question about, hey, what do you guys think the frequency of magic actually is in this world? because it seems pretty low
Yeah, I mean,
right now, right?
especially with well, what's happened with the Antiqua and
Mm-hmm.
Virtuous Gods. Divine magic probably was the most prevalent anyway, but there's not a lot of meeting random wizards or anything like that, is there?
Yeah.
That they've had.
I don't know that they've met another. Have they met another sorcerer or wizard apart from? I guess they have in combat,
In
right?
combat, yeah.
Yeah, in combat. But
But-
otherwise,
Otherwise, no, right?
I mean, at the festival, but literally that one was they were fighting them at some point and then stopping the
Oh,
clerics there.
Jasmine, right?
Mhm.
But that's it, right?
But that's
Yeah.
pretty much it, yeah.
I mean,
Like-
the docent are very kind of magic adjacent.
Yeah, kind of
bard
mystical, right?
kind
Yeah,
of territory out there rather than
yeah.
actual sorcerer wizard. And
Mm-hmm.
Like usually on the other side of their weapons were sometimes like some caster, but barely anything else.
Yeah. I'd have to think back. I don't even know where my 2014 Dungeon Master's Guide is. But
Well, Pavos was, I think, a caster, but he was a divine
was
caster.
a Antiqua, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So I'm trying to, maybe it's too pedantic, but in trying to think of the setting itself and the frequency of magic that is supposed to be prevalent, as far as D&D, as far as the rules are kind of setting out for you. But maybe I'll ask the AMA question and see.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and there's also not a great deal of magic items kind of floating around either,
Yeah.
in terms of their player level.
Also
versus
true.
What the DMG kind of specifies.
Yep. Yeah, because now you'd be like having, they're what, level 8 now?
Yeah, you should be having like a couple of rare items.
Plus
if you're
2s,
running-
right?
Yeah.
At this point?
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, their stats are so OP that probably they don't need to, don't need to worry as much about having plus 2 magic items, but yeah. Cool. Yeah, I mean, this is one of those things where the importance of kind of mechanical consistency
Yeah.
helps you not get your players into this situation where they need to guess or ask you what you intend all the time, right?
Yeah.
And it was definitely a tricky one, but
I mean, it could also have been that Doug, because they did actually rest there, and he cast it on the next day, that he might not have had it prepared. But
yeah, that's also true. But it was effectively right after the break, right? They said they were gonna sleep, then they did the break, then he woke up, then basically he went to the thing and said, "I'm gonna try a lesser restoration," right?
Yes.
At least I think that was the timing, right?
More or less, yeah.
Yeah.
Like he pretty early on did it
Yeah.
then and tried.
Which goes with the timeline of them having the hallway conversation of, "Hey, can I cast Lesser Restoration on this?" And I can imagine Harry's face like, "Yes, I was expecting you to cast it 2 minutes after getting into this
exactly.
into this situation," right?
Yeah.
Which obviously would have pushed the whole story along, to your point, Andy, of, well, if that happens, there's not this kind of moment for Radian to be insufferable, or he is insufferable for a short period of time. Then they move on, then they get to the tavern, right?
Yeah.
And it's a completely different, the episode has a completely different feel, right? But that is not what happened.
And the other thing that I thought Kel could have done is cast good berries. And left them with good berries.
Also true.
But-
Also true. Druids also have other spells, right? That they can cast for food, right? Or is that clerics? I can't remember.
I think.
Or there
that
was
is-
create food and water from the cleric, but
Yeah.
that's old editions as well, I think.
Yeah.
I can check.
Like creating food is nothing a druid would do, I think. But I think they can create water as well because they have like both divine spell. But yeah, good berry is literally like you eat one berry and it is kind of a full meal, depending on the spell
Yeah.
description.
258.
Oh, excuse me. Shannon's going to look up in the
I found create food and water. I just have to go to the page.
player's handbook.
Yes, the 2024.
But I think that is a higher level spell. though.
Yeah,
It
it
might
might
be.
be. Let's
Cleric
see.
paladin.
Oh, yeah, no,
It says-
level 3 conjuration.
Oh.
Cleric and paladin. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Create
so-
or destroy water is cleric druid as
Mm-hmm.
a first level.
That's
I
actually the
remember that
next
I had
one.
it once.
Yeah.
But yeah, 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water, fresh water from the ground or in containers within range.
Yeah.
Food
And-
spoils after 24 hours if uneaten.
Unfortunately, yeah, we have no clerics in the party, so
Yeah.
that would have, or paladin for that matter.
No.
So neither of those was an option, but cool. Do we have anything else to say about Radiant being insufferable?
I mean, it was kind of funny at points. Like, just if you would just roll better, you wouldn't have been so hungover.
But he played it out so amazingly well.
I mean,
Yeah.
So hilarious.
the one where he tried to like relate to her, like, was very funny. In particular, him trying to like lighten the mood by like, I can relate to that. And then just not only one person seemed to find it funny. That was the sun.
Which means it wasn't funny. Yep.
No. I'm trying to like, oh, the fact that he fell asleep in the snow, that was really funny.
Yep.
It was
Is that
just-
actually the first time we've seen Radiant sleep rather than trance?
I was wondering that too, actually, when we were listening. I was like, is he going to get a
Yeah.
trance because he's passed out in the snow?
Because he's passed out. Yeah.
But I think everybody forgot he was passed out in the snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause there was so much going on.
Well,
also-
until Dolly went out to like, can you please come in? I'm afraid that you're getting sick.
Yeah, like I also I did put in my notes. I have a couple notes here. I have Ben is sexist on Maine. Because, like, without thinking, he said, go make your bread. And then was like, oh, wait. And then I also wrote when he was, like, sleeping, when he was like, he's a loser. And then Harry was like, you're asleep, DH. I won't say what DH means. Figure it out yourself. In Philly, that's a common shortening of a insult. But yeah, no, lots of all of my notes about Radiant are very, like, silly. Oh, wait, didn't they... Oh, there
They
was
had
some
that-
good Radiant stuff though. He like was so angry about everything that he trashed the house, and so Elowin taught him how to punch, and he
Venting
said
session.
another really regrettable thing. Ben really said a lot of regrettable things in 42.
Radiant
did-
said a lot of regrettable things.
Yes.
I also wrote that down. Oh, I also wrote down it's wretched boy. A lot of really funny one-liners in this one. But the two fists double the power made me laugh on several levels. Like number one, there's no way you're that stupid, but it's really funny that you said that. And then obviously Ben. Like he was like 2 for 2 on things he didn't mean to say and then realized it was funny as it left his mouth or offensive as it left his mouth. Very, very good stuff. But yeah, that was good. Another Elowin Radiant bonding moment.
yeah, they were so
Yeah.
cute. I loved it that it actually hurt and she tried so. Yeah, that was very good.
Oh, good job.
Well done. Well done. Yep.
Yeah, so that was That was nice. And you know, again, always good when Radiant sober tells everyone how he's feeling. Because half the time he doesn't do it while sober. Oh, I also wrote he resists some impulse because I thought that was important to note. Because Harry was like, "All right,
that's
so
right.
Yeah, he's like, "All right,
He's-
you want to do something worse, but you resist it," and it's like, what?
Yeah, like you were already at that point, stepping out of character, right? Ben, you were already like 8 out of 10 insufferable. Like what could have been so bad to like get you to, I don't know,
11.
11 out of 10
Yeah.
insufferable, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Once again, we had Are We Heroes? The Redux, Part 69, the sequel. I don't know how many times we're going to recycle this. Are we the good guys? Why are we special? Well, if you just look around at yourselves and look around to the rest of the world, commenting on the magic point that we just were mentioning earlier, like how many other wizards and so on have you actually seen, guys? I think you're pretty special, even though you don't seem to think you are.
Yeah. They think they are absolute losers that stumbled into that situation, but they actually change things, and that is the reason why people think they are heroes.
Yeah.
That is what makes it
Yeah.
amazing.
I mean,
Yeah.
they didn't know that all this stuff was going on, so they didn't know that they would be seen as like folk heroes at this point. Like they didn't know about the war, and like during the action surge, like Harry particularly points out like how, and Holly also talks about it, but like Harry was the one who brought it up, that like the battle at House Grenwood would be significant farther out than they think it would be, farther
Yep.
afield. Because like that's a house that is known for being noble, for being good, and it could have been destroyed by this like outside force that now everybody knows is bad, but like they were able to stop that, and thus this house has been able to help other people. And so they would not have known that if they hadn't found out about like the war. Like it's one of those things that when you get a bunch of puzzle pieces and you don't know how they fit together, and then you get the one middle piece, and it's like you start to see now like the whole picture, and essentially everything they've done, while on a micro scale they didn't realize it could be seen as heroics because they were just doing their mission. But when you look at the bigger picture, their mission is like intersecting with these like horrible world events, and the things that they have done for the most part are seen as like bright spots and good things that have been happening as the world is literally tearing itself into its very first war. Cannot stress this enough. It's the first war they've ever had. They don't even know how to do war. They don't know how any of that works because like the world has been at peace because of the truce between the powers. So like they've never known a war. And so they're, the fact that these guys have stumbled onto doing things that show that this war there are things in this war that are winnable, as Holly and Harry had both said, like that's important. And so I think it's this time having that conversation actually has some meat behind it, because it's like they didn't know that they were being talked about as heroes. They thought they were bad guys. They thought the world would see them as bad guys because of Barabask's announcement. Then they find out that, Baroon is at war, and the council knows that they're good. But beyond that, it's like, well, I guess we'll have to see what happens. And then they find out the townspeople actually see them as heroes on the Baroon side of the map. And it's like, yeah, I think this is a perfect time to like relay that conversation, because now it actually like matters. It's like, are we heroes actually? Like, we've done bad things, but it looks like we've accidentally stumbled into some good things as well. Like it's kind of crazy how that ends up working out for everybody, except Radian, who doesn't want to bear the responsibility of people dying for him. which is a valid concern. As always, valid concerns, the delivery always needs some work. But yeah, it was like, it was really interesting to like hear them talk about it both in the action surge and in like, you know, the actual like in-game story. Because yeah, there's obviously everyone's going to feel a little different about how that's going, even from their characters, and like whether they want to do good. I liked how Holly pointed out that they were all raised to do good, but then what happened in their lives spiraled them into the bad organization and led to them doing bad things. But they all want to do good. They all want to be good in some aspect. And so I thought like both conversations in harmony were really interesting and really good.
We also had Harry's little monologue where he literally listed off almost a dozen things that they've done.
Yeah.
I think I wrote them down.
And he showed them in Action Search the map and what was all taken over, and to see that on the map is like, oh my gosh, and how much worse.
It was significant for sure. I actually had been thinking about, because we're missing a few pins on the map on the fandom anyway, but to take the map and color it, right?
And how much worse it would have been if they would have taken Mouse as well.
Yeah. I think they would have literally had 2/3 of the map or 3/4 even.
Yeah, if that were the case. Yeah.
I mean, from a mechanical standpoint, it's also it's the transition for the heroes between the kind of phases of play that they talk about in the DMG. Like they talk about the local heroes versus the regional heroes, and then the world changing heroes. And at the point they are kind of at the point where they're in the regional affecting phase of play, and they still think that they're the local heroes doing the tiny bits.
Yeah,
but actually those tiny bits have rippled and have massive ongoing effects that now they are shaping a regional war, or defense in this case. But
yeah, that is, I think that's what, like page 5 or something of the player's handbook, Andy?
Yeah.
The description of the progression. Shan's got it there. I think it's like page 5 or something like that.
Let me see.
Maybe I'm misremembering.
In what way? What am I looking for exactly?
The level progression and what that means as far as your world influence, effectively. As Andy was saying, it's the local hero, the regional hero, the I can't remember what the third one is.
Don't worry, I'll find it. It wasn't page 5, so that's why I was double checking, because there were lists on page 5, but I wanted to make sure.
But not the list I was thinking.
I was trying to figure out if I could find which list you were thinking of.
Yeah.
This is using the dice, so I'm not quite there yet.
It's the description of the levels, basically. But,
yeah, I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. I'm on social interaction right now, so let's see. It's definitely coming. Like I can tell. Combat.
Probably under the word character advancement.
Yeah, that might be it.
Yeah. I'm in.
Anyway, it's not that important which page it's on, but
Oh, fine. You know what? I can probably just look in the back, because that's usually how I find
where
things.
for the index for character advancement.
Bless you, index creator, whoever
It's
invented the
chapter
index.
2, creating a character, Tears of Play.
I literally just closed that chapter. Oh God! All right, hold on. I was literally right there. I was on the character sheet. Okay.
As you say, Tears of Play is the
Tears of Play. All right, let me get past the character sheet, because I guarantee you, I bet it's
and
right past
we'll
the character sheet.
we'll let Shannon practice her voiceover here, and if it's not
I'm
too
very
long,
good
she
at
can
that.
read it out for us.
Level advancement. Let's see.
How long is it, Shan?
Tears of Play, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to read the intro or just the tears?
Well,
I don't think we need an intro, do we?
How long is it?
Well,
It's a
there's
short paragraph.
Yeah, it's short paragraphs. There's 4 tiers and then the intro paragraph.
Let's just go with the tiers.
All right, so tier 1 is level 1 through 4. In tier 1, characters are apprentice adventurers, though they are already set apart from the broader populace by virtue of their extraordinary abilities. They learn their starting class features and choose a subclass. The threats they face usually pose a danger to local farmsteads or villages. Tier 2 is levels 5 through 10. In Tier 2, characters are full-fledged adventurers. Spellcasters gain iconic spells such as Fireball, Lightning Bolt, and Raise Dead. Most weapon-focused classes gain the ability to make multiple attacks in a round. The characters now face dangers that threaten cities and kingdoms. Tier 3, levels 11 through 16. In Tier 3, characters have reached a level of power that makes them special among adventurers. At level 11, many spellcasters learn reality-altering spells. Other characters gain features that allow them to make more attacks or to do more impressive things with those attacks. These adventurers often confront threats to whole regions. And at Tier 4, levels 17 through 20, characters achieve the pinnacle of their class features, becoming heroic archetypes. The fate of the world or even the order of the multiverse might hang in the balance during their adventures. I
Yep.
used to do school news.
Well done, Shan.
Thank
Like
you.
a little clap. Well done.
Thank you. I only stumbled once, and it's because it's whenever you have like two words that are the same length with the same letters, to do, I kept
Yeah.
missing the two, and I knew it, but I kept saying do.
The doo-doo.
Anyway, exactly, you do the do.
Do the do. Yeah, so I mean we're definitely getting towards this point now where obviously the significance of that and then coming to terms with the reality of that significance, right? Is big. And obviously even though nobody has said that they will die for Radian, including some of his own party mates, yeah, we've got steps to go, for sure, until that significance ramps up again. But they've already done some pretty heroic stuff in the 42 episodes.
I did have a little warm and fuzzy feeling when they were explaining what heroics and what a hero is to I. And I was really excited that kobolds were in the stories, and Radian said that I will be talked about for a long time. That was really cute. I's our little guy. I'm so proud of him.
Yeah.
I also wrote Radian's tired of living in unprecedented times.
Yeah. Yeah.
I forgot that I wrote a meme in here. I was really proud of myself for writing that in my notes. He's tired of living in unprecedented times.
Since those of us IRL here are, I think, all a little tired of living in unprecedented times. Cool. Anything else before we get to my last topic?
Well, is your last topic Lil Raven?
Sorry, Shan?
He's 5,000 candles in the wind. Lil Radian.
Little Radiant. Oh, man.
I love a good Lil Sebastian reference. Like, nothing makes me laugh harder than thinking about that episode of Parks and Rec with Lil Sebastian. He's 5,000 candles in the wind, guys. Rest in peace, King.
Oh, man. Yeah. Go ahead, Carrie.
The only thing I would want to add is like that gigantic proclamation that was nailed against one of the trees when they left. Where I literally was like, oh my gosh, please talk slower because I cannot write that fast.
That's why I didn't bother. I knew somebody would do it for me.
I recommend
well,
0.75 speed on YouTube and hitting the
was-
shift and back arrows
I mean,
several times.
So
even
much
Holly, when I talked to her about it, because, like, obviously I get timestamps for Holly. Like, you know, I gave her a couple. I gave her, like, the one where they bring it up and then the one where it's found. And then, you know, obviously we added Andy's transcript to that so that she didn't have to type it word for word if she just wanted to listen to it. And she straight up was like, you know what? We're just going to make a page just for the war. And I was like, yep, fair enough.
Yeah.
We'll just add more context to it as we get it. Which
Yes.
normally, for those of you who don't know, we don't write updates in the timestamps. We just do new entries. But because Holly's going to do one big page instead, we're just going to make an exception when it comes to the war.
I think that's a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I told her that's probably the best way we're going to handle this.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
might try and take, like I was saying earlier, try and take the map and go back and, I don't know, in 4K,
I can take
in 4K on YouTube, get it zoomed in as much as possible,
I'll
where
get
Harry
you a
has
4K
his laptop in the action surge,
Yeah.
and see if I can draw on it as he has, because I think he actually had a line effectively
did.
where the front is.
Yeah.
And like markers of the places that were taken over.
Yeah. And then we can get that up in the fandom.
Yeah, I think it's conveniently sort of delineated by the waterways as well, so you could even
Yes.
Yeah, they said it was
Yes.
along the main
Along the
river.
river, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the thing the one place when I was looking at the map that I wasn't sure about was Vale.
Yeah, he wasn't very clear about Vale.
So I need to look at what he had on the because I was watching the episode on a tiny little device traveling back.
I mean, it was
the
hard
train.
to see on my stream as well. I had it full screened on my nice monitor, and it was still like
Yeah, it's
Kind of hard to
he's
see.
holding up the laptop kind of
Yeah.
like this, right, during the action surge. So.
I got you. I have my ways.
So we should be able to do it. We should be able to do
Yeah.
it. Cool.
So is there anything we need to pick out of the proclamation other than what
Um,
Shan said earlier, and that war is new to everyone, and they really
War is
have no
new to
idea
everyone.
I thought that was such
How
an
to-
interesting. Yeah, because Ben.
Andy, we got your version, right? Where
I'm
is
pulling
your-
it up right now. Actually, if
in-
you want me to get it for you,
in
I'm
spoiler
getting
chat,
it from
right?
the fandom right
It's
now.
in spoiler chat, yeah.
Yeah, I have a
what
link
was
right
on
here.
the parchment. There we go. Excellent. All right, can I preview this lovely Word document?
Boop.
Let's just see.
Notepad.
Let's see if we can preview.
I
this
can
Word
also
document.
drop it to you in a DM
Oh.
if that's easier.
Well, we're opening it on Notepad. Didn't work because for some reason it opened in Chinese.
Oh,
I cannot read that.
Because it's a Word document. Let's.
I know I don't have Word.
That's all right.
It's too
I've got it.
expensive for Shannon.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna import it. I'm gonna throw it in
broke
Google
it.
Drive, and that will import it, and then we can get it up on the screen share. And I apologize, Andy. This probably won't have your fonts and stuff,
That's fine.
but all right. Hopefully, you guys can see that.
ooh.
Let's go on screen share.
The cat wants to see the proclamation as well.
Yes, the cat finds it very
Important stuff.
Cat can read.
All right. Da, 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 da. Seized load Escalon, Caressian, and Brack. Yep.
Yeah, no, I don't think they got
As well as
Vale.
all the lands northeast of Mount Datria, as far as the splinters. Yep. Claim the Saren, Fathom. It wasn't. I'm not 100% clear on exactly what delineates the northern swamps, but I don't know that it's that important if he's got the line of what the front is.
I think it might just be where Brack is. Based on the name Brack, that seems like a logical expectation.
Yeah. I don't think anything else.
Oh, see, now where I opened it, it has the font, and it's very cool.
Yeah.
It's not Chinese anymore.
Yeah, Google Drive, unfortunately,
It's
Oh.
weird.
I'm sure it doesn't have the fonts, but
No.
very
I
cool.
forgot I have LibreOffice.
Very cool. I will. Yeah. It'll probably be my Friday night at the swimming pool project to get it up on the fandom.
I'm looking forward to see what you're doing with it and
Yeah.
how it will look like in the end.
And I'll have to scheme with Andy maybe on how to visually represent it. Cool. All right. So, what do we think's happening with Elwyn, guys?
The sword, right? It's got to be the sword.
100% the sword.
100% the
like that
sword.
it's a sword.
It's the sword. Like, the sword... Okay, so based on all the dreams she's had so far, the sword is taking... So, one of her fears had to do with, like, you know, everybody being dead, right? Like, she couldn't protect anybody. So now she has this evil-looking sword. And all of a sudden, she's having dreams of, like, her family being killed. And then, plot twist, her like, the people that... Like, the enemies being turned into the party. And so for me, I think it's the sword amplifying her fears. And then when the party argued with her about what to do, it portrayed them as... It decided that in the long run, it would portray them as the enemy. So I think it's the sword. I think it's the sword. Like, because in my opinion, I think the sword is from the Shadowfell. I think it is a dark antiquity. And I think that, like, its power must be to feed upon your fears and to not get you to act upon them, but you know what I mean? Like, tell you that your fears are real.
Yep.
And maybe for one reason or another, in the hopes that you'll use the sword, which obviously she hasn't done. But and maybe that's why. Maybe because she hasn't used the sword, which is why it took a minute to start its dark deeds.
She has used
might-
it though.
Oh, has she? Okay, I couldn't remember
Yeah.
if she actually used it. Because I thought she still had her.
I
other
think she's carrying it as her
Okay.
main weapon at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I think maybe it's since she has used it then. Because maybe if she didn't use it at first and then started using it, and maybe that's when
Yeah.
the dreams started. Because the dreams didn't, like, start as soon as she got it. If I recall correctly. It took a minute for them to start.
No, but then I don't know that she used it as soon as when she got it right away.
It took
No,
because
because she got it in that combat, and then she didn't
Let's
use
look
it again.
at the fandom page, shall we?
They didn't have combat for like an episode or two after
Yeah.
she got it.
So it may have been only once she used it for the first time.
Yeah,
Right?
because I don't think she was involved in the attack on the Gloam camp. I think she's one of the ones that snuck past in all the chaos.
Yeah.
So she
So-
might not have used it till the caves.
Elwyn has claimed the sword, and though it feels wrong in her hands, too heavy, too cruel, it is undeniably powerful. Geez, that isn't foreshadowing at all.
Not at all.
+1 and 2d6 necrotic. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering if she didn't use it until they fought.
I wonder if, we might be able to go. I mean, I'm not going to do it here, but we probably could
Right.
go back in Kenneth's sheets and figure out the first time she used it.
Yeah, because if
Kenneth?
it was
Kenneth, I know you're going to listen to this. This is not a request for you to go back through all the episodes and find the time when
We're
she
not
first
asking
used.
for that.
I am not asking you
We're not
to do
asking
that,
for that.
even though I know you will anyway, because I've brought it up.
we just want to see your notes. Can you just show us your
Inside
notes?
his
We
name.
won't copy your homework, I promise. We'll make it look like we thought of it. Yeah,
Sorry,
no, because
Shan.
no, you're fine. I definitely think if she didn't use it until they fought the spinner, because the dream started after that.
Yep.
It would make because I don't think, like I said, I she got the sword in that fight at Haven. Then obviously they took an episode off with no
Yep.
fighting. Then there was the attack on the... Well, they did have a fight. Actually, they did. They fought the people that were attacking the children in the forest that had escaped. So it's either the fight against the spinner
True.
or that fight, because she didn't fight at the Gloam camp. So
Yeah,
we'll
and
have to
what-
see.
Was the proximity to Moloch that
Could it
the
have
trigger?
activated it? Yeah,
perhaps.
yeah.
I don't know.
But I think it's a dark relic. I think it's from the Shadowfell. I think it feeds on your fears and what you do because of your fears. And that's why it's really pushing her to be afraid. And now it's pushing her to be afraid of the party. So.
I did.
And now she's found her brother. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I did think it was
Oh, boy.
interesting, and I don't know whether this was deliberate on Harry's part, but when she succeeded. So, first of all, we had the first, hey, everybody please leave the room in
Yeah.
10, 15 episodes or whatever.
A good minute.
Right?
Yeah. And it was the shortest everybody leave the room.
Yeah, like,
It was
I don't
so
know,
suspiciously short.
45 seconds or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's really interesting that, and just like all the other would you please leave the rooms, or most of them anyway, it's just like, if you just talked about the thing that happened with your other party mates, you might be able to find out what to do about it. But they seem not to do that repeatedly. They're all kind of like keeping it close to their chest, whatever's discussed there. So we'll see if she recognizes the significance of all this, or maybe talks about with her brother in the next episode.
Yeah.
But
As far as I can recall, the only person who shared anything from everybody leave the room / most people leave the room was Ben, who, when Radian shared the conversation about killing his family.
yes, but
As far as I can
much
recall, it's the
later,
only
right?
time. Yeah, it was
Much
much
later.
later.
Much later.
Yeah. Well, that's because
Um,
he said it in anger the first time, and in
Yeah.
the second time it was an explanation.
Yep.
So.
The
Uh,
sweetest thing was, though, with the everyone leaves the room at the watch party. Alex was in the room and he immediately disappeared.
Yeah, well, not even immediately. We had to be like, Alex, leave. And he left like as soon as he realized that that's when they left. Because he was probably like half watching. So we were all like, Alex, you have to leave, Alex. And he just
Yeah.
left without saying anything.
Yep. Yep.
And then he never came back. We told him
But-
he could come back and he didn't come back.
When when Holly passed the wisdom save, Harry had that look on his face, and you guys know the look. And he's like, it could have been any one of them. And I was like, is he talking about anytime you sleep that it could be any one of them? Or is he talking about it could be any one of the party members, as in any one of them, who betrays her or whatever, which is kind of the implication, right, of the dream. So yeah, it's going to be interesting where it goes from here. I wonder if anybody else will ask her now after one of these sleeps whether, hey Elowen, how did you sleep? And
Yeah, are you good?
yeah, whether that'll be the entry point for the discussion.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
We got time. We got time.
And then it's a question of who do we have the initial conversation
Yeah,
with?
who does
'Cause
she
there's-
confide in, right?
Because there's different people who can give different perspectives that she typically talks to. So she typically talks to Radian, Kel, and Dolly, depending on what she needs to have a conversation about.
Yep.
She seems like she's willing to go to any of them, depending on what angle she's looking for. Because like Radian was good for teaching her, like, if she has a magic question, she goes to Radian. So if she thinks it's something magical, she would go to Radian. If she just wants someone to talk to, she'd probably go to Dolly. If she wants advice, she'd go to Kel. So
Yep.
like it really depends on if any of these people come to her / if she chooses to go to them. So if one of them goes to her, obviously that's one thing, unless she chooses not to tell them, but she goes to someone else. But if she chooses to talk to someone, yeah, sorry, my cat did that.
That's all right.
If she chooses to talk to somebody, it would depend on what she's looking for that she would talk to. I love I don't think she would go to I about this particular problem. Bless him. He can't read. But I do think like it would depend on what she's looking for if she's the one who reaches
Of course.
out.
Yeah.
Which I
Like,
think is
it
cool
is
and interesting and
interesting.
complex of her. Yes.
It is interesting that I as well is the one who rolled up the.
I had that
proclamation, right?
and I had in my notes the bit where he like tried to give them the scroll to prove that they weren't the god killers.
Oh,
And Archie can't read
Archie
either.
can't read. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that was good.
Kindred spirits, those two.
Can't read.
All right. Anything else we should go through in episode 42, guys?
Well, there's the cliffhanger. We could.
There is the cliffhanger.
Oh yeah, you guys got any masks? You guys wearing any masks?
Yeah.
Yeah, wearing any masks?
Nope.
No
masks.
masks.
Okay, just come on through. Whatever.
Come on.
Don't know
I
who
mean,
you are.
I will say, nobody wants to bring up COVID at a time, but I did like likening the situation to how we all dealt with COVID. Because that's the only thing most of us in our lifetimes have faced that is something similar to a we don't know how to deal with this situation. I mean...
In the West, yes.
Yeah, well, some of us, but I was a child, so I didn't have to worry about it. But like a truly unprecedented crisis where nobody really knows what you're supposed to do about it. Unfortunately, I faced like two of them, but only one of them I actually had like full awareness of. But the second one, COVID, was like a worldwide issue, not just a nation issue. And it was, nobody really knew what to do, and we were trying to figure it out on the fly. And some of those things were infuriating and actually actively harmed people. And I really liked that Ben was like, yeah, this is why Radiant's so mad, because like you're just basically screwing yourselves on the off chance that that's the right decision because you don't know any better. And it's like, COVID was crazy like that. We didn't, and even when we decided that it was past, we all acted like it didn't happen, and more people got left behind. And it's just like, it's crazy to think that like, we have been in that kind of a situation, like in a fantasy setting where like
Relatively
something happens
recently.
that, that nobody knows what to do. So we all just do what we think is the right thing and then hope that that's the best thing to do.
Yep.
And hope that nobody dies of starvation in the process.
Andy, you look poised.
Yeah, I was just thinking, it's not like there's any written history of battles that they can fall back on either. It's completely blank, isn't it? So the thing that suddenly struck me is that because it's so destructive and detrimental to everyone in that kind of area of beyond Baroon, whether it's a setup that they've somehow infiltrated, and the Gloam have infiltrated the Council of Baroon somehow and suggested this, because they know that they probably can't take Baroon out on an all-out assault, but it's a siege tactic to weaken the defences, of
Yep.
weaken their resolve, and eventually they'll win out because they've effectively starved themselves, haven't they, by doing this?
Yeah, it is. War is brutal and unfathomable, right?
Most people don't want it.
Uh,
And so they don't even try to imagine it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, on the one hand, I agree. Unprecedented events. On the other hand, it's an extreme event, right? And it's kind of hard to plan for an extreme event, right? So you're trying to do things, obviously, in the moment that are what you think are right, right? And it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yep.
That's quite the image, Shan.
I was trying to cover my notes because she keeps trying to sit on my notebook, and she just decided, well, might as well sit myself here, and is just resting on my forearms.
You're not moving from that position now.
No, not until she moves. Nope.
Yeah.
Good girl.
Anything
She has her one paw curled around my arm
around
too.
your
You
arm.
can't see it yet.
Exactly. Exactly. We all know the position. Anything else from 42, guys? Missing anything for 42? Obviously, we have the cliffhanger. Torian Grenmurd himself.
I liked Elowen and Dolly trying and failing to make bread. I like their porcupine bread. I like how everyone kept telling them it was going to be fine because they had no food and any bread is good bread. But they were just so focused on all the salt in the bread.
They totally oversalted it, but the people still were like, "Oh my god, that is the best thing I had in ages."
I just really like Dolly being the one to be like, and the fact that Holly said that because it was Dolly, it's what convinced like Elowen that this was the right thing to do. But Dolly being like, we should help them, we should stay and help them because Dolly like wants to be good. And like because it was Dolly, everyone's like, yeah, okay. Because like, you know, that's a significant thing for her to do and say, that she really wants to help someone. So it's like that was enough to convince the party to stay. I like that.
I definitely feel that of all of the members of the group, she's the one who has the kind of list of here's all the bad things that I did. And I want to do enough good things to balance out. And like every time is like,
She wants to wipe out the red in her ledger. Yeah.
Here's another, as like, I want to balance the two sides of this, right? Or at least I want to be on the green now. I don't want to be on the red. So every time there's an opportunity, I think you're right, Shan. She's the first one to be like, oh, here's an opportunity for me to, you know, to counter, to balance the scales, right?
Yeah.
A little bit. Whereas I don't feel any of the, if you're looking at motivations, I think I is the closest to the hero. Like, I'm doing this for the greater good. I'm doing this because it's what's right. I don't know what Kel's motivations truly are. Kind of family and fellowship, maybe a little bit. Elowen is kind of a bit along for the ride, it feels, although that seems to be changing a little bit. And Rady doesn't really know why he's here.
Yeah,
right?
He doesn't know why. Wasn't Kel, like, he hasn't mentioned it in a long time, but wasn't he in part like trying to get revenge on the web somehow for killing his family or whatever? He hasn't brought up the revenge angle in a very long time.
I thought his reasoning was that they were going to tell him where Yilda was. I thought that was the...
Was it Yilda or was it...
I thought that's what his... We'd have to go back to like episode 3
It was so long
or
ago,
whatever.
yeah. Because I feel... I wanted to say it was the fact that like he joined the web to either like find out what happened or like he knew that the web destroyed like the area or he blamed the web as it were.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
We'd have to go back.
double-check.
I honestly can't remember what his motivation for being in the
I
web
remember him
was.
saying revenge a long time ago, but like
Yeah.
it hasn't come up again.
No.
For sure, it has
No.
not come up again.
Well, as soon as you find out in our famous episode 22, right, that
God.
the web killed your family, and the web
Killed
created all
his
these
birth family,
bir-
and yeah.
Yep. Then there's a bit of somebody else goes to the top. Somebody else or something else goes to the top of the list of
Yeah,
reasons
I
to do
mean,
things. Right.
The web. Hello, sorry, the cat just like a kangaroo kicked me. Uh, there's like this like interesting thing where you wonder, and like Radiant's kind of questioned it before, and no one's really thought about it, but like you start to wonder the way the web is and how much they know, if like these people were manipulated into joining the web in the first place, like
Oh yeah.
of their own volition. But what if they were like scouted half as well as they tried to join? Like, especially given all the coincidences, like Radiant has pointed out.
Yeah.
like-
The coercion angle is real, right?
Yeah. Like, oh, you want to see the world, LON? Oh, yeah, we can help with that. Like, you're not that important. Or sorry, Endelian. You're not important, are you, Endelian? No? All right. Well, we'll help you have a whole new life. They absolutely knew who she was. So it's like it starts to feel like they're pulling more strings than you can even imagine, even of these characters who like think they have control of, things like how much did they really know? Like obviously Radiant is like, we don't know how much they know about Radiant because Radiant doesn't know anything about himself, but he had the deck. Like it just bears an interesting question of whether things have been known about these people and so they were what's the phrase, like there's a saying from a movie and I can't remember. Oh no, it wasn't a movie, it was Good Omens. They vaguely sauntered downwards, like Crowley, like just pushed into a direction once or twice, because you'll get what you want if you do this. But is it ever what they truly wanted, or is it something that was put in the noggin because they wanted that person in the organization? And so they made the situation
It's that
suit them.
kind of classic bar scene that we've all seen in a multitude of different Hollywood movies, right? Where the main character, the what have you, is being manipulated by two people, but he thinks that he's only been manipulated, or he's only talking to one, but he's actually being manipulated by two people who kind of, push the conversation in one direction, right?
Yeah.
Or another.
Lots of things to think about.
There's that very real possibility. I think it's way too, and this was even said, I think at least a couple times in the episode while they were talking about, heroes, is the level of coincidence here is just way too great. The fact that these two totems of two planes of existence are literally in the hands of two of these people who just happen to be in this group.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm saying
that's pretty unlikely, guys.
And the interesting thing is like that they tried to get Dolly to, when they were mouse, to hand the weapons to the attackers, so to kind of feed the people who were about to destroy mouse. And they could have done it without knowing, actually, to a point, because like they were struggling, and if Elwyn and Dalian wouldn't have been Elwyn, wouldn't have like said, hey, that is my family, it would have happened.
Oh, it could have gone in a very different path, for sure.
And they would have been the villains they see themselves as.
Yep. Yeah. There's a whole series of choices here. Podcast I was listening to recently they were talking about just choice in general, and they were talking about video games specifically, but I think it fits just as well here, is that you while you're playing, you don't need to demonstrate to your players that there is an illusion of choice, right? And not every choice needs to matter to the same degree, right? Some choices are just flavor that'll come up later, right?
Yeah.
What type of wine do you like? Oh, they happen to have the type of wine that you like, right? Others are world changing, right? And yeah, the decision not to give the Gloam the weapons has a ripple effect throughout all of this that is mega significant, and it doesn't seem that significant in the moment, right?
Yeah, it was a bag of weapons.
Yep. Cool. Anything else in 42? At third time of asking.
I think.
No, I think for real this time. I
For
think we're
real?
good.
I think we have everything, or
All right.
at least everything we could think about.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we've hit all the. I mean, not terribly much happened. It was just a bunch of like little things that were nice to
Yeah.
talk about.
I love the role play game they had there, even that they took longer than Harry estimated.
Yeah. Definitely. All right. 43. Predictions for 43. Who wants to go first? Shan, you look like you're just ready to go.
I'm trying to figure out. One occurred to me, and I'm just trying to figure out the best wording. I think. So now that Elowyn has a brother in front of her, and not one of the ones she was dreaming about, coincidentally.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if she'll start having, like, he'll be added to her dreams
Okay.
due to vicinity, and whether her dreams will change at all because they are in, like, a different environment. Like, they're going to be hearing about the war, they're in a different environment, if the dreams will change further than just her brother. I mean, and her brother is meeting the party. So, like, yeah, I'm wondering if Torian will be a part of her dreams. I also think Radiant's gonna drink again. He said he wasn't. I don't trust it. I think he's gonna drink again.
Radiant's going to drink again. All right.
Yep. He said he wasn't. I don't believe him.
Torian will be added to Elowyn's dreams. Radiant is going to drink again. All right.
That's all I got.
Well done.
Thanks.
Carrie.
I know it's really fast for me for once.
I have the theory. For one, Shan and I had actually the same idea. I literally wrote down before we started to record, like, Radiant breaks his plans on staying sober.
That should be our yes/no this week, dog. Will Radiant drink
okay.
in Rowan
Radiant's
Hammer?
going to drink again. Yes for Shan.
That's a good one. It's a good yes/no for this
Radiant-
week.
Radiant drink again. Yes. Carrie. Radiant drink again.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
And another theory I do have is that, they plan to possibly, like, go under a different name again into the, like, in the village. I think someone will mess up and it will come out who they are.
Okay. Someone will mess up the names again.
And blows their cover.
Okay.
Pamela 2.
Pamela 2.
I think Pamela 2 will be the name. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Pamela-
Like Pamela, last
Pamela
name 2.
Jr.
Pamela Jr. Pamela Esquire.
The third. Yeah. All right. Andy.
I would go with a Radiant no.
No? Okay.
Just to have a balance on the situation.
Yep. We have to. At perfectly balanced as all things must be.
I can't remember who said this in the spoiler chat, kind of thinking that Torian is not who he actually
Ooh,
appears to be.
yeah. If he's
Oh.
actually Torian, or if he's like Yilda or something. Yeah, I did see people talking about that.
I think I'll co-opt that is not technically. original.
Torian is not who he seems to be. All right. Okay. I'm also going Radiant Drink no. So we are balanced.
Perfectly balanced as all things should be.
Yep. What am I gonna go with? I'm gonna go. Torian will be added to Elowin's dreams. I was thinking about that the dreams would get worse now that Torian is close, but that feels a little bit too close to yours, Shen.
Maybe a little too close to my like secondary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go wacky, which is Elowin's dreams stop.
Okay.
When close to Torian. So we'll see how that plays out. Any other yes nos that we want to do? Somebody's howling.
What the cat said. I seconded.
Yeah.
Incredible.
All right. I think we're good.
I mean, a
episode
question
title
in
prediction.
general would be how long does their wine stash survive? Because from what Elwin, not this episode, but the last one, they were like decimating it.
Yeah,
rather quickly.
they're on bottle 5, I think, or whatever.
I think
is
4 by now.
Yeah, or bottle 5 is partially down, right? I will go with the position there, Carrie, that they will not consume anything from their stash because we got a pub, we got a
True.
tavern. That's what I would say.
Unless the wine there is so horrible that at least Elwin will not stand for that.
Any more green, orange wine? Yes. All right. Anything else? Any other thoughts on 43, guys? No?
I'm interested to see what happens.
Do we need a
Curious as
word?
well.
Definitely.
Do we need a word count for the title?
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Word count for title.
count.
Okay. We just had 4, right?
This one was 3, I think.
And
Or was it 2?
Hope is. I'm embarrassed to say I don't remember
I
what it was.
have here hope is easy.
Hope is
3.
easy. So it's currently 3.
4 was the week before.
Yeah.
All right.
before that.
I'm going 5.
The thing is, we had episode 40 was the grass and the grate, so that was 5. So I go actually down. I say it's 2.
Oh, you're going 2, Carrie. Have we ever had 2?
I
Rock
mean,
Justice.
Justice.
No.
Rock Justice.
Was that the real title? I can't remember.
I cannot
It
remember.
It should be.
It's
if
the
it
title
wasn't.
in our hearts.
Yeah.
But Holly said no.
No.
And we
just
had
kicked me
Burning
again.
Shadows.
Burning
28
Shadows.
was
Okay,
Burning
so we
Shadows.
have had 2 previously. Okay. Shannon,
Yes.
your word count.
I'll do 4. I'll
4.
do 4 again.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like 4 is a safe guess.
All right, Andy.
I mean, I could pick the obvious missing number there, but I think I'm going to go
1,
big or go home. 7.
7.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
1 was also go big or go home because I don't think there's been a 1.
True.
Torian. That's the name of the episode. Or
Tor-
Rowan Hammer. That's the name of the episode.
Yeah. I was thinking something crazy like pain or whatever, but yeah. Okay. Cool. Anything else, guys? If not, the spoilers are off.
Yay.
Mop up time.
I forgot my mop. No box of tissues.
Oh, excellent. I've got some. I've got the exact box, same box. It's very green screen though, unfortunately. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? Oh, is that working well, Shannon?
She liked it.
Oh.
She seems to like it. She's not fighting it.
I'm not fighting it.
No.
My cat is looking
ooh.
confused at why I'm holding them up like that.
Why are you holding the mop like that? Yeah. My dog really doesn't like the mop. So when I was taking it out earlier, she was giving me the side eye, like, don't bring that thing near me. All right. Anything we need to do? Anything else for you?
I don't know.
Any other business before we release some Polly and do Harry's favorite moment?
I can't think of any business.
All right. Cool. Well, you can put your mops down. Let's Roly some Polly. How many
My new
dice trays are we?
dice.
How many dice trays are we using?
I use mine with the natural 6 logo on it.
Oh, you've got the blue one, right, Carrie?
Yeah, I got the blue one.
Whoa.
With the natural
I
6 dice.
don't.
Oh,
have
with the
it.
natural 6 dice as well.
I'm doing it in the tower because I don't have a dice tray. Well, I do, but it's like a foldy one, and
well-
it's holding stuff.
You do have one, Shan. It's in the.
Well, yeah, but
Box
I
right
don't,
beside me,
I don't want
so.
you to feel pressured because I'm patient and chill. Here they are, guys. Beautiful. I dropped one.
All right, I'm gonna get my net 6
Beautiful
dice.
new dice. Okay, I'm gonna use the beautiful new dice. Adira, you have got to move. I cannot see in the dice tower. Thank you. I love you. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit confident about this one.
All right,
Let's
these are not the Kickstarter ones, but the second set that were available.
The Deck of Many Friends set.
Yep.
I'm just taking a cool picture of
Ooh,
my dice
it's not
tower
bad.
with my dice in it. All right, let's see.
It's not bad.
All right, need my calculator. Let me turn
pretty good
everybody
here.
around so I can see. Okay. Okay, not terrible. Definitely not my worst. I'm pleased with that.
All right.
I think it's because I put it on my mouse pad that has my Black Mage ley lines, so it amplified my spell.
Good.
Amplified my spell.
87 from me.
But, oh,
Carrie.
thank you for putting it in.
I
'cause the cat
have
is
10
sitting
more
on my
than
keys.
you. I have 97 with the
Carrie-
same dice set.
Is 97. Excellent. Andy.
61.
61. You just needed 8 more, buddy.
Not nice.
Not nice.
Not nice.
Close. Close,
I-
but not nice.
So close. At least it's not 6 more.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it. Anyway. I got a 94.
94.
I
Excellent.
rolled a 60 on the percentile.
So we're all pretty close to each other, actually. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ranging from 61 to 97. So just 36 points in it.
I'm just glad to
Um,
be over 50 because I always roll.
You had a rough
terribly.
time. You've had a rough
I
last
really
couple,
have
2-3
had
episodes.
a rough time.
Maybe
Maybe it's my new dice.
Let's bring up Harry's moment of the episode.
Yes, please.
We've got it
Adira,
here.
why are you sitting on my notes?
I think I'm gonna have to zoom it in. And we actually didn't talk
Oh
about
God,
this.
it looks
Um,
insane. I can't read that.
And it is Elowin's boxing regime for Radian. That was a fun moment.
Why did he send it like that?
So we did talk about the boxing. What we didn't talk about is a snowball fight.
Yeah. I didn't want to bring up another thing. I was thinking about it, but you asked
Yep.
3 times, so I was like, that's enough.
Yep.
Snowball fight was good. There you
Snowball
go.
fight was good.
Very good.
It was fun. So that's Harry's favorite moment. All right. Let's roll. Actually, no. We've got our wee little announcement,
Yeah, announcement first, then rolls.
which is that we are very happy to announce that we will have Mr. Paul Bondy on the podcast.
Who is Paul?
The December 16th recording. Paul is the composer of the Natural Six first album, as well as the mastermind behind all of the audio work that went into the orbs, among other things, I believe, as well. Music and audio related, or audio engineering related, with respect to Natural Six. He's also a drum and bass artist. Goes by the name Inside Info. So we will have him on our lovely little podcast here. So if you have questions for Paul, description below, podcast channel on Discord. If you're on YouTube, comments below, please, or on Discord in the podcast channel. All right.
You have plenty of time. Don't worry.
Very
If
excited.
You forget. You have
You've
plenty
got
of time.
a month, basically.
Yeah.
So this will not be your last
Only
reminder.
Yeah. We will remind you one way or another. We will find you.
So, yeah, if you got a question, you can also DM me on Discord if you are feeling.
If your question is secret,
If your question is secretive.
keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Yep. All right. Very excited. And yeah, this will not be your last warning. Cool. I think it's that time for us to roll initiative for our shoutouts, guys.
Is it shoutouts? Or are we gonna? When are we doing the roll off?
We're gonna do the roll off at the end.
After. Okay, cool. I wanted to
Alright.
make sure.
All right.
Okay.
10.
10.
15.
15.
8.
Shannon,
I have a 10.
you also have a 10. All right.
Yeah,
Do you want to roll off?
yeah, we can.
All right. 16.
5, so you win.
Oh. I don't know what I'm winning, but
I mean, you get to go
The
second.
opportunity to go second, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you get to go second. I get to go third.
All right. Good. Cool. Then I think Andy gets to go first.
Yeah.
Floor is yours, sir.
Yeah. Thank you guys for inviting me back for a second time. Maybe I'll be back for a third. I don't know yet. Yeah.
The dice will tell.
Thank you to my D&D crew on the Sunday for keeping me on my toes and making sure I write up every bit of lore possible for my homebrew world. But it's good fun. I'm enjoying it. That's pretty much it. I mean, shout out to the rest of the Discord and the community for being awesome as usual.
Will you be publishing the lore from your world?
I can at some point. But there's lots of
Are you
spoilers.
asking?
There's lots of spoilers. Yeah.
Spoilers.
Cool. Then me, I guess. All right. Thank you very much, Andy and Kari, for filling in for Harry, who's been
Oh, we didn't come up with a reason for him not to be here.
polymorphed into the sock puppet that Shan has.
He's the sacrifice we made to Jeff Keighley to get Ben Starr nominated for a Game Award.
Oh, okay. That's a good excuse.
Just another sacrifice one. It was the first one that came to mind.
Thank you very much.
We'll plan the next one.
We'll plan the next one. We got a couple more episodes till the end of the year. So thank you to everybody who has been listening and watching and providing feedback and commenting and all that good stuff. I think that's it. Shannon?
Yeah. Shout out to you guys. Kari and Andy, thank you for joining us. Shout out to you guys as a general whole as well, including Doc and the entity formerly known as Harry, wherever he may be. Shout out to Geeky Clean. Bath Bomb was delightful. I can't wait to use more of them. Even my sister said they smelled really nice, and now I have many, many dice bags. Yay. What else? I had like a whole list in my head. Oh, shout out to everyone I met at the Final Fantasy XIV Cup Sleeve event and for helping my friend Nia, who is not a Final Fantasy XIV gamer, have a good time. It also meant that I get to thank Nia for letting me do the copy pasta, the Final Fantasy XIV copy pasta for her, to try and get her to play. But yeah, thanks to them for helping to have me have a good time, because we were in line for a very long time at Lazy Sundays. It was a bigger event than they anticipated. And thank you to Nia also for being my birthday plans, because I got to see the Brooklyn Bridge from that famous street for the first time, and that was also very cool. And we got to go under the bridge, which is super cool. Brooklyn Bridge is very cool, gang. Shout out to the Brooklyn Bridge. God, I had a whole list and I've forgotten all of it. Shout out to my coworkers for everything we've had to put up with. Shout out to Holly for all of her hard work, but specifically dealing with all the merch madness and having to mail the merch and then having to do the merch madness again and having to mail the merch again. And shout out to Holly also for packing up the minis for MCM as what happened near the end of Action Surge. Is there anything else? Shout out to, this is the other one I was trying to remember. Shout out to Adira, our beautiful Torty mascot, and Gouda, the interloper. They probably will not be here much longer. My sister is moving back to Philadelphia in a few weeks, so I don't know how much longer the cats will be here. But I do want them to know that they are appreciated. Their comedy will never be topped. Their comedic timing will never be topped. I can't remember any of the other ones I had, but and shout out to my best friend as always. There you go. Shout out.
Excellent. Bring us home.
Well, thanks to you, Dog, and Chan for having me. Thanks for Harry to not being here, so I can be in his spot right now. Thanks for Andy for hanging out with us and having so many cool theories and everything. Thanks to my coworkers who have to stand me tomorrow after I probably won't get too much sleep this night, as most Tuesdays these days. Then shout out to my friends, my American friends who miss me tonight and already told me they miss me tonight because we were supposed to play today, and I said, no, I have SixPack today. And oh, okay, we do it tomorrow and then. And to my other D&D group, to my Horcrux, and that is my DM in the other campaign. And yeah, to the entire SixPack family because they are amazing, and to the entire Natural Six crew because they are just as much, if not even more amazing.
Excellent. Thanks, Kari. Yeah, if you haven't already, you should give thanks to Andy for all the lovely transcriptions, both past, current, and future. We hope that he will continue to maintain his transcriber guy.
I mean,
title.
I have been anointed by the spoiler prince, so it's up to him to take away my title.
Yeah.
I think.
And we did make sure that your transcript made it to Holly, so that we could use it for the glossary and the fandom. So, because we were trying to navigate how we're going to deal with that. So we did also unofficially give you to Holly. So there you go.
All right. It's that time. Only one shall remain. There can be only one. The roll-off will begin. Kari, this'll if you manage to pass, this'll be your that'll be your last one anyway, but
Whoops. Spoiled. Spoiled.
all right.
I
Go.
will use the D20 from the Kickstarter dice set and see what happens. Ooh. The natural 6 gods are not on my side. That's a 3.
That's a 13 from me.
Excellent.
Not that unlucky, clearly.
Not in this moment. Cool. Well, we will say goodbye to Kari, at least for the moment, anyway.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for having me.
Andy will join us again, and we'll have another guest with us for the episode before Paul. And I think what we've decided is we're going to have a roll-off for who we're going to have. Here's a spoiler. There will be 5 of us, so 2 guests plus Paul for that episode on the 16th. So there'll be 2 from the pool, as there usually are, in addition to Paul, which will be fun. There'll be 5 of us. So watch out for that selection. And I think that's the show, guys.
Great.
Bye.
Bye.